Good day, everyone. This is Frost, and this is Frost Moto. First, thank you, God, for allowing this to happen. And second, Sir Tats, thank you for allowing me to review and borrow your ZX6R latest version. So, you know what to do. If you want motorcycle, push the subscribe button. And if you want updates, push the notification bell. And intro. Let's do a sound check. Austin Racing slip-on muffler, price at 20,000. What we have here is the Kawasaki ZX6R latest version. So this is a 2022 version, but Kawasaki did not release any version yet for 2023. They just updated the color scheme. So right now, this is basically the latest. And also, as per Moto, Kawasaki did not update any of their ZX6R sports bike. That being said, it means that this is the latest version. So this is one of the ZX series of the Kawasaki. First is the ZX25R, next is the ZX6R, and then to ZX10R. So they have two types of sports bike. The other one is Sport Touring, which is the Ninja series. So we have Ninja 400, Ninja 650, and so on. So this is the sports category of the Kawasaki, which is the ZX6R, one of the best 600cc inline four that you can actually purchase in the market because Yamaha discontinued the R6. So this is one of the leading category of the 600cc sports bike. So now let us please go to the specs and discuss furthermore. It is equipped with 636cc inline 4 valves each cylinder, a total of 16, liquid-cooled 4-stroke dual overhead cam, and a 6-speed transmission. And so if you compared it with the R6, which is a 599cc, in terms of top end, the ZX6R will eventually win. So maybe in the future we might discuss the differences of each bike. But right now I'm gonna share with you small detail to detail about the differences of the two bikes. And the bore and stroke is 67 by 45.1 millimeter. That gives a max power of 95.6 kW at 13,500 RPM. That provides a max torque of 70.8 Newton meter at 11,000 RPM. And the compression ratio is 12:9 is to 1. So spec-wise, this is a very good 600cc inline 4. And for the fuel capacity, it is 17 liters and the reserve fuel is 5 liters and it consumes around 13 to 18 km per liter. But still, it depends on your riding style and also your weight. And one of the highlights about the ZX6R, so the moment that you purchase the bike, it provides you with a very good stock tire. The stock brand is Bridgestone Batlax S22. So to tell you, that type of tire is really good in terms of track and city ride or long ride. And it's very expensive and it is always sold out. So the front is 120 by 70 by 17 and for the rear it is 180 by 55 by 17. Stock tire is still S22 Batlax. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I hope that I am. But still, you should consider the tires of the sports bike that you're riding because it is very important. And for the brakes, I mean, this is a Kawasaki, so they offer you with a very good brand of brakes. So the rear is 220 millimeter and the brand is Nissin. And for the front, it is dual disc 310 millimeter and it is still a Nissin brake. So that being said, the stopping power of this bike is really good. And this bike has been here for quite some year and there are no issues or problem. And the master cylinder is still Nissin. So that being said, Kawasaki is really giving you your extra safety and your protection. So this is a very good offer. One of the reasons why the ZX6R is really worth it because Kawasaki provides you with a really good suspension system. So for the front, it is 41mm Showa and the rebound, compression damping, and preload adjustability and top-out spring is being offered. So that being said, it is really good, especially if you're doing track day. So for the rear, it is a monoshock and it has gas change shock, piggy bank receiver, compression, rebound damping, and a spring preload adjustability. So like I said, if you're doing track day, this is really good in terms of leaning and cornering because it can be adjusted on your weight and in your driving style. And the tires that they offer, the shock that they offer, it is really, really good. And now let us go for the switches and the quality. So for the grip, it is very good. And the clutch lever is really light because of its features and it has adjustability. So for me, this is really good. And passing light, high beam and low beam, turning indicator, horn, hazard, so it is good. Select, down and up, so this is your control. Quality of plastic is good. For the right side, kill switch, and bottom is ignition. So also the brake lever can be adjusted, so this is really good. What else? For the key, so it has an immobilizer, so this is a key. So this key is really expensive. You try to purchase it, and it has an immobilizer. So that blinking is the immobilizer. So now let's try to switch it on. So what we see here is the odometer, speed, indicator, time, riding modes, F or low, very good. So if you try to select, it will change. And if you try to push the button down, it will go to L mode, it means low mode. So it has 2 riding modes, that is very good. So what else? Traction control, later we're going to discuss that one. So it has 1 to 4 levels. So later, so here's the RPM, red line, neutral, EBS, and the engine, check engine indicator. So like I said, immobilizer. Here's the traction control, fuel, and what else? Okay, so here's the temperature on the intake and also the temperature of your engine. So this is the point of view if you're using the Kawasaki ZX6R latest version. So this is really good. I mean, there's a lot of people dreaming about this bike. And for the front, it is already LED. So this is pretty basic for the ZX6R latest version. As you can see, this is the daytime running light. The only disadvantage about this one is turning indicators. It is still bulb. So I think maybe in the future, Kawasaki might update that one. But still, it is very small details to be singled out. So for the rear, it is still LED. It is not the same with the other Kawasaki that has a Z logo. But for this one, this is pretty much okay. It is big and it is very noticeable. And for the features, first thing first, it has a dual channel ABS, pretty basic for a high cc bike. Second, it has an immobilizer, so very good for your safety. And third, it has a traction control level 1 to 4. So later we're going to discuss each level. And fourth, it has an assist sleeper clutch. Very nice. And fifth, it has an advanced Showa SFF BP fork. So that is a very good. And last, it has a Kawasaki quick shifter. So as you can see, this bike is pretty much loaded with good electronics and good features. So Kawasaki really did their best for putting yourself and the safety of your bike first. And also the oil filter is here. It is pretty much different from other bikes. And here is also the manual for the gear indications. So 1 to 6. So you can see here the detail for your chain and tire sizes. So very good. So now let's check the quality of stickers and plastic. So for the sticker, it is pretty much okay. Plastic is very high grade, very nice. So the nice thing about this one is the tank is actually metal. And also for the chassis, they're actually using a perimeter frame. So that is a very good in terms of aerodynamics and stableness of your bike. So here you can see the immobilizer. So if you're going to use any key, it wouldn't function, especially duplicate one because they have a chip in it. So one nice thing about big brands is they're actually using their own technology. So KIBS means Kawasaki Intelligent Anti-Lock Brake System. And that being said, the compatibility of engine and features is pretty much perfect. And now for the upgrades. So first is these side mirrors. The owner upgraded to make it more aggressive. Second is the sliders. Evotech, very good brand, very expensive. And third is the muffler. So the owner is using an Austin Racing worth 20,000 slip-on. Very nice. And fourth, the owner changed it into a tilt ID with hazard and also turning indicators. What else? So sliders Evotech, very nice, very expensive. And also the spool is Evotech. So lastly is the paddock. So that is the only upgrades that the owner had done. And the sliders are pretty much important for the safety of your bike. Just gonna add some small details. So I'm not sure about this one, but I believe the air is going to the air intake. So this adds more power in your engine. I'm not sure about that one. So please comment down or correct me if I am mistaken. So what else? So let this look for the inside. So as you can see here, the radiator guard that the owner had added. So pretty much everything is okay. Inline force, very nice. The quality of detail is so good. And now let us go for the types of traction control from 1 to 4. So first thing first is the indicator. So if you want to change it, you just need to go for the select button and hold it for a couple of seconds. So let's try. Okay, so you can see here it's 1. So first is you hold select and it changes the riding modes. If you select down, it will go to L for low power, and if you select up, it goes to F or full power. So if you select again, you will go for the traction level. So 1 means track or full speed, and second is city driving or chill ride, and for the third is if it's raining. So the traction control is in its full power for your safety. And to turn it off, I forgot or I don't know how to do it, but 4 is to turn it off. So if you're going to use the bike without traction control, you can actually do that. So that's it. And for the seat quality and seat cover, it is premium light texture, and I mean pretty much premium. So you can see here the Ninja logo, pretty nice. The texture is rough, so in terms of high speed, you wouldn't slide off. The foam is not that soft, but it is pretty good in terms of long ride. So to open the seat cover and to check what is inside, you just need to open this one. So one nice thing about this one is how easy it is to remove. And I am being gentle here because number one, this is not mine. So you can see here, you just need to remove this one. So as you can see to the inside, the battery is there, and you can put some files or some important files to you if you want to bring in your long ride or travels. And to open the pillion seat, actually I forgot how to do it. I think you're going to pull a cable here. Okay. So okay, I remember it now. So you are going to pull a cable here. Okay, let me just put the seat. So here you can see the cable. So it is pretty much a-okay for easiness. So to open the seat cover, you gotta do it with 2 hands. So again, I am being gentle here because this is not mine. Okay, to check for what is inside. So you can actually see some space here. You can put some things also. Again, I just want to highlight this one and just to appreciate that the quality of electronics, the quality of wirings, the preparedness, the texture is very good quality. Japan bike is really different from other brands, so I'm not being biased because a lot of people knows that one. I have seen and tried a lot of bikes, but I am going to highlight some brands are just very different. Like for example, the Kawasaki, Honda, so on and so forth. Just an add-on, so the owner adds some tank pad for extra safety, especially in cornering, so his feet will be stable and wouldn't slide off. And some details, so as you can see here, that one is the immobilizer. So if I'm not mistaken again, so what else? I'm just here to appreciate the beauty of the ZX6R because we will not be able to do this again. Maybe in the future, but now just appreciate the beauty. This bike is really one to have. Here you can see the Nissin logo, so, and also for the left side. So that's it. And I am done reviewing the Kawasaki ZX6R. So in terms of features, electronics, safety, and the aerodynamics, and the stableness, and also everything that you would get when you purchase this bike at the price point of 695,000, if you're going to ask me, it is pretty much worth it. So if you compared it with the R6, the price point of almost 800,000, I'll definitely go with this one. So again, like I said, I'm going to tell you my opinion about these two bikes. So in terms of aggressiveness, if you want aggressiveness, you want good looks, and if you want good power, the moment that you start the bike and you throttle it, it will give you the inline four screaming of a speed. Then you should go with the R6 because in terms of from beginning to mid-range, the R6 will definitely win. But in terms of high speed, like I said earlier, the Kawasaki ZX6R will win because of the, also for the displacement, it is around 636 cc if compared with the R6. But again, like I said, the ZX6R is much heavier when you compared it with the R6. Like I said, so that is why the ZX6R will eventually win at the top end. So you should also consider the price point. So if you're looking for aggressiveness, like I said, nimbleness, again, I want to highlight that one, nimbleness, easy to corner, then you should go with the R6. But if you're looking for stableness, top-end power, and also good electronics, good features, much lesser price, then go with the Kawasaki ZX6R. And also, I'm just going to include this one for the CB650R. If you're going for a mid-range power bike, somewhat in the middle, and also has a very affordable price point, an inline 4, and also has a very good engine, very good quality because it is a Honda, then you should go with the Honda CBR 650R. So I already done a review with that bike. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you to check it out. So that's it. What else? So again, thank you so much, Sir Tats, for allowing me to review the Kawasaki ZX6R. And also, again guys, whoever is looking at this video, this Kawasaki is for sale for 650,000. So I'm going to put the contact number of Sir Tats in the description, and also I'm going to put it here in the video. So any of you here is looking for a designer here in Cebu, you should at least consider the Archivo. So I'm gonna put the details here in the video and also in the descriptions for you to check it out. And again, that's it. If you want motorcycle, push the subscribe button, and if you want updates, push the notification bell. And thank you and God bless.